Think your favorite chocolate bar is just cacao and sugar? Think again. From hidden additives to shocking industry secrets, what's really inside your chocolate might make you think twice before taking another bite. And today, I'm not just exposing the truth. I'm taste testing some of the wildest chocolate ingredients you never saw coming. Let's dive in. Chocolate. Who doesn't love it? It's one of the world's most popular treats, and we consume it by the millions every day. But have you ever stopped to think about what's actually inside that delicious-looking bar? You might be surprised at the secrets the chocolate industry has been hiding from you. A lot of people assume that chocolate is just a simple mix of cacao, sugar, and milk. But the truth is, most commercial chocolates are packed with a cocktail of additives, preservatives, and artificial flavorings that can have some pretty nasty health effects. From migraines to weight gain, the ingredients in your average chocolate bar can be wreaking havoc on your body. And that's not even mentioning the environmental and social impact of the chocolate industry, which is rife with issues like deforestation and child labor. One of the biggest misconceptions about chocolate is that all chocolate is created equal. But in reality, there's a huge difference between high-quality, artisanal chocolate and the cheap, mass-produced stuff you find in most supermarkets. The difference lies in the ingredients, of course, but also in the way the chocolate is processed and sourced. And when you start digging into the history of chocolate production, you realize that it's been tainted by exploitation and greed from the very beginning. Another myth is that dark chocolate is always the healthier option. While it's true that dark chocolate contains more antioxidants than milk chocolate, it can also contain high levels of heavy metals like lead and cadmium. And let's not forget about the added sugars and emulsifiers that can sneak their way into even the most premium dark chocolate brands. Then there's the myth that all chocolate is made from cacao beans. While that's technically true, the reality is that most commercial chocolate is made from a blend of cacao beans, sugar, and milk powder. And that's not even mentioning the additives like vanillin, which is often used to give chocolate its distinctive flavor and aroma. There are actually several different types of chocolate, each with its own unique characteristics and ingredients. You've got your dark, milk, and white chocolate, of course, but also more exotic varieties like ruby chocolate and blonde chocolate. And within each type, there's a huge range of quality and sourcing. Some chocolate makers source their beans directly from farmers, while others rely on complex global supply chains that can be difficult to trace. The journey from bean to bar is a complex one, involving fermentation, drying, roasting, and grinding. And at each step, there are opportunities for additives and preservatives to sneak their way in. Take milk chocolate, for example. Most milk chocolate is made with milk powder rather than fresh milk, which can contain additives like lactose and casein. And don't even get me started on the emulsifiers and stabilizers that are added to give chocolate its smooth, creamy texture. The chocolate industry has a dirty secret. It's one of the most environmentally destructive industries on the planet. The farming of cacao trees leads to deforestation, soil erosion, and water pollution on a massive scale. And that's not even mentioning the carbon footprint of transporting chocolate from one side of the world to the other. But it's not just the environment that suffers. The chocolate industry is also notorious for its poor labor practices. From child labor to slave labor, the industry has a history of exploiting its workers, often paying them poverty wages for backbreaking work. So what can you do about it? The first step is to educate yourself about what's really inside your chocolate. Look for brands that prioritize transparency and sustainability, and be willing to pay a little extra for high-quality, artisanal chocolate. You can also try making your own chocolate at home, which can be a fun and delicious way to avoid the additives and preservatives found in commercial chocolate. In the end, it all comes down to being an informed consumer. By knowing what's really inside your chocolate, you can make choices that benefit your health, the environment, and the people who produce it. So next time you reach for a chocolate bar, take a closer look at the label and think twice about what you're really getting. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've got a favorite chocolate brand that you think is making a difference, let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about food science and health, be sure to check out my video on the dark side of the food industry.